Fife Flyers TV, sponsored by the Bay Hotel, Fife's premier wedding venue.
Hey Kristian, thanks very much for joining us in another one of our Getting to Know You videos. I'm just going to start off just asking you how you think our season's going so far.
Yeah, I think we got off to a bit of a slow start, obviously, there, but I think we're just getting better and better as the season comes along here, and I think just adding to the lineup with McGee and Tommy there has been great for us, and I think we have good things to come here.
It's been a long wait for you to get some of the guys in. You'll be glad to get them in now.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is your first pro season, of course, coming across here. I mean, how has it been, having your first pro season over here?
Yeah, it's obviously a big transition. I took the year off as well last year, so I think with a year break and then that transition from college into professional isn't an easy one. But I think, just like I said with the team, I think I'm getting better as the season goes along here, and I'm happy with the transition here. And yeah.
I mean, of course, when you started your junior career, you won quite a couple of championships over in British Columbia initially. Did that set you up quite early to have that winning mentality, if you like?
Yeah, I think so. I think anytime you can be put in pressure situations, that obviously helps for experience, and also, I was fortunate to be a part of some winning teams, and I'm really fortunate that I was a part of that.
Yeah, I mean, and during your time, of course, you moved from the British Columbia side to stuff over to America, into the NCAA with Colorado. I think it's fair to say that the college scene is quite crowded. So, I mean, what do you need to do as a player to stand out in that in that league?
Yeah, I mean, college is a kind of a strange league. It's you only play 37 games, so it's hard to get in a rhythm sometimes. So I think it's just coming every day to practice and just getting better every day is a key to success. And then just working hard, obviously, and just battling, because that's pretty much all that league is just go, 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 go. So,
I mean, how much do you learn as well from the guys that you play with at the time as well?
Yeah, a ton. I mean, college brings out some really good players, and some players that are in the NHL now. So I think anytime you get to compete against top end players, it just helps you get better, obviously. So,
did you have was there any success stories in your apart from you, of course? Was there any success stories? Did anybody go into the NHL in your college?
Yeah, so I played with a guy, Josiah Slavin. He actually he's in the AHL right now, but he's made a couple appearances up with Chicago Blackhawks there, and then just playing against like Troy Terry. He's on Anaheim now, and Henrik Borgstrom. That kind of the list goes on. A couple guys on St. Cloud as well. So, yeah, just definitely a few guys that are in the NHL now. It's kind of funny to look back and see where we are now. Yeah.
I mean, growing up as well, I mean, was there any players that you had that you looked up to as well?
Yeah, I mean, Tyson Jost was always a guy that I actually played on his team in the Okanagan there, and I think he's younger than me, but I learned a lot from him just with his work ethic and his confidence in the room. And I think he was a rookie that year, but he was our assistant captain, and you can kind of just learn a lot from guys like that. So,
I mean, I think as well, like during your college years, it was a bit unusual. I think you stayed quite close to where you were actually at college. I mean, did that make a difference in terms of your progress there?
In a way, I mean, Colorado was still like 24-hour drive, so I wouldn't say it's too close, but obviously just like being able to fly home for Christmas and having that close by just helps just for comfortability and all that.
I've been looking through your stats as well for this season. I mean, and of the guys who started the season with us, you've got the best plus minus of the D-men who started with us this season. Is that something that you pay much attention to?
Yes and no. I mean, it's obviously a stat that can be a little lucky sometimes, as you can step on the ice and you can be on for a goal for or against. So yes, but I do still obviously look at that as something I would take pride in as well. You obviously always want to have a good plus minus and contribute for the team. So,
I mean, yeah. What do you think you've got to do to maybe improve that going forward as well? Yeah,
I think it's just probably tighten up in the D zone, just giving some of those top players less time, kind of blocking shots, just working on it as a unit will all help that. So,
yeah. Am I right in saying as well that your time at college, you took up, of course, I think you did economics and business at college, but you took up some drawing classes as well whilst you were there.
Yeah.
Have you had any good portraits of the guys in the dressing room?
I think those art classes were more of just a little break from the economics side of things. So I'm actually not too much of an artist myself, but it was more of a break, those classes, I'll say.
I think as well, during your time there, and maybe in the back of your mind, you think you have to have a backup plan at times. But did you always have it in your mind when you were dead set on going into hockey?
It was always my goal to play professional hockey, but obviously in junior I had a chance to either go WHL, where it's not as much of a college option, I guess. After hockey's done, you can kind of go to the Canadian university, but to go to America and kind of bang out an economics degree while you're playing hockey still was a great option for me. And hockey's not obviously something that you can play for the rest of your life. So I was happy to get that economics degree and have that in the back just in case anything happened.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you've currently got your pro career ahead of you. Have you got any ambitions at the moment for your pro career?
Yeah, obviously I just want to get better and better and play at the top level as I can. I also have some German inheritance in my family, so right now we're kind of in the midst of trying to get my German passport here. So, and if I can do that, maybe play in the Del 2 or Del, that would be one of my top aspirations here.
Have you learned much in terms of hockey from? Have you got a German family, a German hockey family, if you like, as well?
In a way, my uncle actually played in Mannheim in the Del 2, and he was up and down from the top league and the second league there. And then my dad, I wouldn't quite call it pro. It's probably the German fourth league, but he definitely touched on the German professional league. So I definitely have some background, and my dad's always been there for me in my hockey career and kind of always critiquing my play. So yeah.
Did they have much kind of advice for you coming over here in terms of their knowledge of this league?
Yeah, any time that I'm new to the league, obviously, and it's just nice to get some feedback from him, obviously, and he's pretty nitpicky with how I play, so it's just always good to have someone there that's trying to make you better.
Finally, we're getting to know players, and you're not too long here. What would be the one thing that you would define yourself as a player for the fans?
I would say do you mean kind of like what kind of player I am out there?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah. I would say I'm a two-way defenseman. I obviously like to shut down top guys, but at the other end, my stats don't show that this year, but I think I like to contribute in the offensive zone and do as much as I can there. So I'd like to think I'm a two-way defenseman.
Thanks, Kristian. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. You're free to go.
The Bay Hotel, where your dream wedding becomes reality. Visit us at thebayhotel.net.